Ohio! That's what they say. That's what they say in Tokyo and in Nagasaki. My assistant is not from Nagasaki or Tokyo. She's from, I'm going to think of it, another city where they say Ohio. Did you know that baseball is a huge sport in Japan? Korea too. Baseball, though, the major leagues that they have there, my goodness, they love their baseball over there. And baseball is big, not only in America, but it's Latin America, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, a little bit in Northern and South America, Mexico. But after that, there's not a whole lot of baseball, which used to be our national sport. That has nothing to do with what we're going to read today. We're reading in Mark 9, on the Mount of Transfiguration. Jesus has been changed in appearance. His clothes are dazzling white. Moses and Elijah appear with him and talk to him. And a cloud appeared, overshadowing them, and a voice came from the cloud. "This is my beloved Son. Listen to him." Suddenly looking around, they no longer saw anyone with them except Jesus. So Peter, James, and John are up on the mountain, and Jesus is transfigured before them. His appearance changes. Elijah and Moses speak to him. And last time we talked about Peter's reaction. He got terrified. He kind of lost his grip. And he said, "Let's build 3 tabernacles, one for each of them," as if you could put Moses and Elijah in the same even category as Jesus, the Son of God, which was not a great idea. But he was terrified. And then a voice came. And all of this was to encourage Jesus. Voice came from heaven. "This is my beloved Son. Listen to him." Others are prophets, lawgivers, pastors, evangelists, and they're just people. But this is my beloved Son. Listen to him. That is a good rule for life. What do you think? Excuse me. Listen to him. Jesus. He was saying to Peter, James, and John, Moses had his role, Elijah had his ministry, but remember, Moses started out by killing someone, telling a lie, killing someone. Then God in his grace used him, mighty, mighty, mighty man of God. But just a man. Elijah withstood the prophets of Baal, stood up to Ahab and his cantankerous wife, Jezebel. But he got so discouraged, he wanted to end his life. The stress of ministry got to him. But Jesus, he is the exact image of the invisible God. I want to tell you that again now. Whatever we need to know about God, stare at Jesus, study Jesus, listen to Jesus. God not only sent his Son to die for us, but he sent his Son to show us what he's really like, because God is spirit. And how can a human mind as limited as mine understand God? We can't. But Jesus came to reveal the Father. What's your question about God? What does God feel about, lepers? Look at Jesus. What does he feel about self-righteous people who look down their noses at everybody? Study Jesus. What's he feel about women? What's he feel about children? How gentle is he with someone who's barely just getting by? You'll find that by studying Jesus. Old Testament has its place, but remember, the law came through Moses, but grace and truth came through Jesus Christ. He is the image of the invisible God. And now the voice speaks to encourage Jesus. He's facing the cross. This was on his mind at this point. I know that's a mystery. He was God, but he was man. Some people make him so God, and he was and is God, that they forget he was human. He wept. He got tired. He had feelings. And then others make him so emphasize the man part that he's almost like a late night talk show host. And just, hey. And they do away with any reverence, practically. He's God, but he's man. Man, yeah, absolutely man, but God. Absolutely God, yes, but man. Oh, what a mystery. The incarnation. But the voice says, listen to him. And then, suddenly looking around, they no longer saw anyone with them except Jesus. My best days on planet Earth have been when I have in my main view the person of Jesus Christ. The Spirit making him real to me. Do the problems all go away? Absolutely not. Some go away. But can you and I deal with them when we just are taken up with Jesus, fellowship with Jesus, listening to Jesus? Some people, to me, I feel, are like an oxymoron. They're Old Testament Christians. They call themselves Christians, followers of Christ, but their spirit and their conversation is like Old Testament. Let's kill those people who are against God. Come on, wipe them out. Those Muslims, those liberals, those conservatives, those white people, those black people, those. They're mentioning Jesus and they know their Bibles, but I don't know about their spirit. Remember when disciples were sent to towns to prepare the way for the Lord to come, and they came back to Jesus and they said, Jesus, we tell them you're coming, but they wouldn't prepare the way for you. In fact, they said, I don't even want them to come. May we call down fire and just like singe them all, burn them all to a crisp, like marshmallows left too long in the fire. Can we do that? These were his closest followers, the disciples. And he says, you don't know what spirit you're speaking from. I didn't come to kill people. I came to save people. What people? All people. Whosoever will may come. Come unto me, all you that are labor and heavy laden. So let's ask not only that Jesus dominates us today, but let's talk like him by the grace of God, react like him, and show the world Jesus. Not Moses, not Elijah. Let's show him Jesus. Amen. Next time.